Okay, so this is where I left off when I was doing ranking Beauty and the Beast dolls part 1. If you haven't seen part 1, you should go check it out, but this is now part 2. I always try to make it clear that obviously I'm pretty biased as I'm making the ranking, and so you're probably gonna disagree with me. I like a lot of interesting looking dolls, different variety, especially when we see a lot of the same variety in face molds and stuff. So pretty biased. Let me know if you disagree with me, but let's just jump right into this. I did try to include all of the Belle dolls that I could find, but I know that I'm 100% missing some of them. But I will link the two sites that I used, which are Toy Sisters and Dollact. Great for looking for dolls. But yeah, let's continue on. I don't know how many parts this is going to be, so I hope it's not too many. Starting off, we have Belle and Beast. I believe all of these shown are going to be JCPenney just by looking at them. Usually, in order to tell if it's JCPenney, it kind of looks like the Disney box, and then they don't have any articulation. It's typically how I assume that they are. So I'm just assuming that they're JCPenney because I don't think that I wrote it down, but those ones, the first ones look like JCPenney. Because they have Belle's face, they have the Disney face, but no articulation. This one's hard because I do actually like Belle's dress, but I don't like how they do it here. She has detail on the bottom of her dress, but then they'll do this where it's just really smooth and maybe add glitter to it and some mesh and stuff, and that really irritates me. There's other better ways that I've seen them do it. Also, Beast just looks not, I don't know, I don't like Beast here, so I think that's probably also why I ranked it a little bit lower. But if you see the other three JCPenney dolls, you can tell I'm probably not the biggest fan of them. They're cute, they're fine, they're not bad compared to what we saw in part 1, but they're just not exciting. I like that they have the little top piece around their shoulders, that's cute. I just think that Belle's hair looks off here. I don't remember. Okay, no, you can kind of see the ponytail bun thing. I don't know. It's just in there, she doesn't look as good. Do you see what I'm talking about? I don't know. I don't like the little weird bun that they always do on top. It's just off-putting. And I feel like she's one of the dolls that they always get wrong for her hair. Maybe it's not wrong, it just doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't translate well. And Cinderella's hair always irritates me because I don't know, just they do it wrong and it bothers me. But Belle is one of the ones that really strongly bothers me. And she has such a pretty face and hairstyle in the movies. And I understand these are cheap dolls, so they can't make it perfect, but could they have tried? Anyways, these dolls all practically look the same with the top piece and then the nothing at the bottom. It's not a bad design, it's just I know what it's supposed to look like, so I don't like it as much. It's not bad. I would 100% get these dolls if I saw them thrifting for a decent price. But I am being a little mean here, so sorry, Belle. It's unidentified. I'm gonna assume that is, oh, I cannot think of the name. Oh my gosh, stop. I don't know if they made any Belle dolls. They had to have. Oh, I cannot think of it. Whatever company oftentimes makes knockoff Disney princesses, except they actually at some point had the rights. I cannot think of what it's called. I'm gonna assume that that's what that is. She actually doesn't look bad, which is why I'm kind of thrown off. She's actually very pretty. I like that they gave her a bit of detail. It's not a lot, but I like that it carries onto the bottom of the skirt to give her some detail. I like that detail. It's very pretty. Sometimes it's overpowering and stuff, but she's very cute here, and I don't mind her face. And I don't think Belle ever really gets a crown too often. I'm not seeing the artwork for her. She get a crown in there? I don't think so. So I always am put off when they give her crowns. Another thing that I'm not always the biggest fan of, but I don't hate it. I'm always why? Doesn't she have a bun? Isn't it a headband maybe? That's Cinderella. What does Belle have? Does she have the ponytail? I feel there's yellow in her hair. Anyways, not a bad doll. And I like that they gave her a little bit of curl because she has a little bit of curl. This one's cute. It's Royal Celebration Belle. You're gonna notice that while I do these videos, I'm gonna try to guess what I assume what they're from. I assume this is Mattel. She's actually really pretty. I really like this one. I like that they gave her like a pinky red detailing look. I like that they did like a layered with the bottom of the skirt because again, Belle has like a layered dimensional skirt and they never give it to her, so I like when they attempt to do something like that. She looks actually really cute here. I do think this is more of a budgeter one, but she's adorable. I really like her. I would 100% get her if I could find her for a good price. The next one is Belle and Royal Horse 2. So these dolls right here, this one and this one, I don't love as much. I don't like the ombre look of the dress. Snow White had it too. She had like so many of these. Like there was 100 dolls I had to make. I have another slide where I put all the dolls like organized by like my little categories that I've done so that eventually I can like order them how I would display them. Anyways, the point is that I had to make a subgroup for Snow White because she had millions of these, because oftentimes when they did a playset doll they would just use this doll, and I'm not saying that I dislike it because they did that for Snow White. I just don't like how it's executed. I don't know. I don't like the look of it. It throws me off. I like the detail underneath, like if it was just yellow, and I understand that they're trying to make something different and it's fine. The top of it's cute. I like the glittery look. I like that they added the little sleeve pieces. If in this one you can actually see that the sleeves don't look very nice. Like I'd rather them, like with her arms up, so like the sleeves are like over her shoulder. No, they're over her, like by her neck rather than around her shoulders. Is it coming off as what I want it to come off? Anyways, this one comes with a horse, so like I get it. They practically reused the doll because she comes with a horse. I don't have a lot of room for horses, even though there was a playset that I really, really want and really would like to get. That I was like, I will pay a lot of money for it. Just recently, that's why I'm bringing it up. But I don't have the space for horses and playsets and stuff like that, so like I can't like them, but I do really like the horse, and I do always, every time I like look at them, I'm like, I would like to get the play sets. Sparkling Princess, that one's Sparkling Princess. She's cute. I like the little like top part. Do you see like the mesh at the top of her waist? Do you see what I'm talking about? Like that's cute. Good for them. I like that they added some dimension. They also gave her a choker. Does Belle have a choker? Because both these dolls have a choker. I think this one's yellow, that one's black. I think Snow White's the one that has the choker, if I'm mistaken. Yeah, I don't really see a choker, but I think it's fun. Also, they never give her sleeves. Do you see how she has like her gloves? Sorry, they never give her gloves. Also really upsetting. I don't really remember her having, no, she definitely has gloves. But these two dolls are cute, okay? They're fine. They're just decent. Royal Style Belle. I don't know who makes this doll. I'm going to assume maybe Mattel, but I don't know. I think the bottom of the dress is kind of boring still. I think we're in this realm of just like the bottom of the dress is probably going to be a little boring. The top is nice. I like that they gave her like a little shawl. Is shawl the right word? I don't know. She's fine. She's just decent. I do think they gave her gloves. No, I don't think they did. I think her arms just look, she's got like the wire around her arms, which is what's throwing me off. Yeah, no, I don't like the bottom of her dress though. It's just throwing me off though. Next we have Sparkling Princess, and then it says 11 to 12. It's 2011 to 2012. This one, oftentimes I talk about, I don't like the bottom of the dress because they add a lot of detail. I don't mind it. I think this detail looks really cute. I like that they added that red. I feel like in the beginning I said, like, why do they always add red? She doesn't really have red in her main dress, but I understand that she has some red in the other dress that she wears in the movie, right? And they're adding some like detail and stuff. This one's fine. I like this. I think it's cute. I like that they add a little bit splash of color, make it look a little different. This one's cute. I also like that they add the little rose in it. Adorable. Next, we have Gem Princess 2006. I feel like other Disney princesses, when I talked about this specific dress, because they do this, but like in other colors and add more detail or less detail. I was like, it's too overpowering, but I actually really like it here. I think it's cute. I don't it doesn't bother me. I think like the design's cohesive enough where it's consistent enough. I like this one. I'm not mad about it. I do think that the top looks a little off here, but I don't know why, so I'm not going to say too much about that. They also didn't attempt the bun here, which is fine. I don't mind. I actually have a Belle doll, and I was like, I'm not attempting the bun, so I also straightened her hair, and I know how that feels. Charming Princess. She's beautiful. I actually really like this one. This one's face is really pretty. It says Mattel at the top, which I wouldn't have guessed that. She's so pretty. I don't know what like face they used. This may be early Disney or early Mattel. Sorry, it says Mattel. Early Mattel maybe, because like these ones look very different from that one. Do you know what I mean? But she's really pretty. Like, this face is throwing me off. She's adorable. I love that they gave her the ponytail. It reminds me of maybe one of the other outfits. Maybe? Am I making that up? Maybe. I swear she has a ponytail, but now I'm second guessing it. The bottom of the dress is a little bit boring, but I like that they added a little bit of, like, dimension and detail. She's really pretty. I think they did give her gloves. They gave her gloves, like a little bit of a sheer glove. She's adorable. Next, we have Glitter Princess 2005. This one is also really pretty. Again, they are attempting more with that dimension. I think this is really pretty. They did like that mesh to give it a bit of a shape to make it a little bumpy. That one's really pretty. I like the design underneath, and I love that it comes with the crown. I don't know what I do with the crown, so I got a bunch of these dolls in box and like took them out, and I had a bunch of crowns. I do have one doll that comes with a crown that I still have to take out. I think I would give it to, I plan to give that crown to one of my bigger dolls. I have two Barbies that I have to see if it will fit. If it doesn't, I'll probably give it to Amaya, who does have a giant head. So I don't know how well it'll look, but like, I'd have to find other dolls because so many of these dolls come with random crowns. Anyways, they also gave her a little bit of a curl to her hair, which is really pretty. She's adorable. Next, we have Royal Horse gift set. Again, another horse that I don't know what I do. I think it's just a horse. I don't think it's a carriage. This one's really pretty. I actually think I own this dress, maybe. I don't know which one because, like, I think they're the same doll here and here. Again, you can see that the top, like, around her shoulders looks a little weird when her arms are up, which is a little disappointing. But this dress is really cute. I like that top. The bottom is has like gem and glitter detail, which is really pretty, and again a little bit of mesh. The horse is adorable, but I cannot look at the horse as I don't have space for the horse. It's a very simple dress, but I do really like it, and I did find it thrifting, and it is on my Belle doll, so adorable. Next, we have Sparkling Princess 2009. Mattel did a lot of these like very simple basic dolls throughout like the earlier years during my childhood. This one's really pretty. Again, it has some mesh detailing around her waist. She has I like the top. I like that top. It's got a little bit of a better design and detail other than just like a sparkly glittery look. It's actually like got some detail. The bottom of it is just like glitter, gem, sparkle at the bottom, you know what I mean? Cute. It's fine. It's adorable. We have Flower. This line, it's made by Disney. I think Disney did this one. This one, and there's like two other lines that they did around this time. This one specifically is either I was gonna say either like it or I don't. I feel like typically I put this one at the very bottom because I just don't think it's executed well oftentimes. I like the concept, and I would like a doll line to be like surrounding flowers and stuff. I know they've done a few, but like I think it would be cute. But with these ones, I oftentimes dislike them more because I don't think that it fits the doll. This one's cute. It's yellow. She is really cute. I like the very like obnoxious flower theming. This one I'm not mad about, and I'm surprised she made it so high on the list because I actually think maybe this is the only one that I liked. I think the Masquerade line that they also did is another one that consistently hits low for me because oftentimes they take like really obnoxious colors that are not even in the dolls, you know what I mean? Anyways, this one's fine though. I like her. Then we have International. Does that say International? I think so. Yeah, her box is in a different language. This one's cute. Likely chance that I will ever find her is slim to none / her being super expensive is very likely. The International dolls oftentimes made it on the, like on here. and they're just hard to find, especially on like eBay and stuff. Even if I like try to look at other like countries eBays or other countries online sources, and I oftentimes can't find it all. So this one's cute. She's got a lot of like poofiness. She is like, I can definitely tell where they cut corners, but I like her and I think she's fun, and at least her dress looks relatively decent and like big and fluffy compared to some of the other dolls. We have another wedding doll, the Wedding Belle. She's cute. I oftentimes don't like wedding dolls, but this one you can see a lot of like Belle's pieces in it. If you look at the top of her shoulders, she has that detail a little bit. I think it's like riding up a little bit, but that's okay. And then her dress is nice and poofy. It keeps kind of like that yellow dress in mind. I don't remember if she actually has a wedding doll, so they just reuse like the yellow design. I don't know, but she's fun. She's fine. I don't have a lot to say about that one. I love that there's three E's in Belle. So sorry about that. Classic Belle. This one's cute. I do like this one. She's got like huge poofy sleeves, which is fun and interesting. She doesn't have gloves, but she has sleeves. I think this is early Disney store, by the way. She just comes to that second outfit, so you can dress her in her blue outfit, which is really cute. Her face is definitely different and interesting. Oh, I said Mattel. Or no, I said Disney. It does say Disney Classic. I don't see the Mattel logo, but I think this is Mattel. Maybe it's... Now I'm second guessing myself because it could easily be Disney, but I think it might be Mattel just based on the fact that she kind of is giving off Barbie vibes in all three of these. But I don't see the Mattel logo on this one, and it's showing the majority of her box. So maybe it is Disney. You can let me know. Anyways, but this one's cute. I like her. I like the bottom of her dress. The pink one, this is... I said Winter Ball. Sorry, I just talked to text and it does not like me most of the time. Winter Belle. Oh, I think it's Winter Belle at the top. She's cute. She's in a pinkish outfit, which doesn't she wear red? Isn't that her color? Maybe it's pink. I'm trying to picture it, but I can't. It's been a while since I've seen Beauty and the Beast. She's cute though. I like it. I like that they gave her the big cape. I like dolls with like capes, and this one's cute. I should say like capes and hoods. I like that. It's giving like Cerise hood. Anyways, and then I like the dress underneath. It does look maybe slightly cheap. I'm just trying to look at the material, but nonetheless, I'm not mad about it. Her hair is an interesting look, but that's okay. We're not here to judge her. Then we have classic blue dress. This is Belle in her like the beginning of the movie look. We don't see this one too often. Oftentimes we'll see it as like an extra fashion or something, but we don't see this particular outfit like insanely often. Maybe she made it more to the top. Like, so far, I feel like we really haven't. Like, I've seen it maybe... I feel like I can count it on my fingers how many times we've seen this blue dress so far in the video. But she's cute. I like her. I like the detail, and I actually think it looks very, very good quality. Next, we have Disney Store Special Edition. This one's interesting. Does she light up? No. I feel like she looks like she could light up. She's cute. She reminds me of another one that we've seen, and maybe I'm making it up, maybe in a different Disney princess, but she's really pretty. I like her face. This is where I said I'm pretty biased because I think that interesting faces are really nice when they do that. She definitely reminds me maybe of the Cinderella doll. That's one that keeps popping into my head. She's really pretty. I like that they gave her the little hood cape. No, maybe just a hood, and her dress looks very detailed here, very pretty, very, very gorgeous. I don't know, there's something about her. I want to see more stock images, not just her in the box. She looks very pretty. I really like her, and her face is definitely distracting me. Oh, this is the light up one. This is the one that I thought looked like the Cinderella one. That doll. Okay, I have no clue who that doll looks like, by the way. This one's the light up, so there is a Cinderella doll to like a part of the same series. I don't know how she lights up, like where, but she's cute. Lots of detail again. A different interesting face, which is fun and neat. Her dress is really poofy. She's got a lot of detail, some gems. I don't know. This one's really cute. Her dress doesn't have like the extra like tiered look maybe that Belle has. I don't like scrunched, you know what I mean? Like this one has that scrunched look. That one doesn't, but I do think that she's still really pretty, and I feel like there was some effort put into this doll. Then we have Belle's Tea Party. This one's really cute. I like her a lot. There's some colorfulness to her, which is cute. I was trying to see if she has anything else going on. She does have playset pieces. It's a very simple look, but she does have like the added detail on the sleeves. Do you see that? That's really cute. She comes with a cute hat. I like the extra color though, and I love a Tea Party doll, so she's really fun and pretty. This one is, I was talking about the scrunchness. This is called Princess Stories. Princess Stories collection. Sorry, I was reading the top. She's got distinct different colors, so like the light yellow and then the dark yellow to add a little bit more detail in the mesh. She does, I think, have sleeves. I like the scrunchness. We're getting into maybe some of the dolls that did that pretty well. She's cute. That maybe early Disney face. I'm not too knowledgeable on some Disney dolls, so we'll learn. And then Sparkle Princess, this is like a gold one. She's really cute. She does have like, she looks like she has slicked back hair, which is interesting. But her dress is super simple, but I like the goldness to it. They added a little bit of detail. She's cute. I like her a lot. Moving on, we have Gaston, we have 2018, and main release. I like Disney because they oftentimes do the villains, and I do want villain dolls. If I see them, I will attempt to get them because I really like villain dolls, and I would like to have them on display somewhere. I think I have one. I have Mother Gothel, and I think that's it. So I need to get more villain dolls, but Disney did them a lot, so hopefully they're easy to find. Gaston, they're both the same doll. Maybe slight difference in detail and stuff, but they are practically the same doll. I'm not mad about it. It's a very simple look, so I can't imagine it being too difficult to make, but he's a very simple doll. Maybe an interesting face, but they look nice. They're fine. And I like villain dolls. Enchanted Christmas. I don't feel like we've ever seen this outfit in the movie. She's adorable. I like when Disney, two things. I either like when Disney like goes out of, away from the movie and stuff and can create it all, or Mattel or whoever made this doll, or I don't. And this one I think was executed well. I like the dark green. I like the fluffiness to it. I think she's wearing ice skates, which is why I really like this doll. I like a doll in ice skates or rollerblades. Don't ask why, I just do. She's absolutely adorable. I love the curl to her hair. Is this doll giving Belle? No, I don't think so. I do not think so. I don't know how they could have done it other than keeping the dress yellow and the same silhouette, but she's not giving Belle. Like if you took her out of the box and gave me a lineup of dolls and told me pick out all the ones that are Belle, I probably wouldn't have picked her out. I would have been like, that's a Barbie. But she's really cute for what she is. Sorry, Belle. Next we have main release 3. She's really pretty. I think this one, it's definitely Disney. It's a Disney store, like I was gonna say cubed, circular cylinder box. There we go. A very simple one. I'm not seeing a lot of detail to the dress. It's got that fun face that I like that the main release Disney store dolls did. Her hair is kind of throwing me off, but she's got, I think, sleeves, or maybe she has gloves, but she's cute. I think she's fine. Then we're getting into some more Disney releases. We have 2011. Again, she doesn't have really any detail to that bottom of the dress other than mesh and probably glitter, like no scrunchness, but she's fine. She's cute. She's got her little bun and she's got some nice hair to brush. She has waves. Like they ignore that, okay? We have 2010 Belle. She does have some more detail to her dress. It's a little bit more of a ball gowny poofy look. Not really much scrunching, but that's okay. She has some long hair and a little bit of curls. Good for them. That weird bun that they always try to do, I don't know, I feel like it's just never executed well. And then we have Story Doll. I do tend to like the Story Doll. They did add some scrunching and some rose details. I don't know how I'm feeling about this one. I don't know how I'm feeling. And I understand that Belle's dress is probably difficult to make and different and annoying, but it's not my fault that Disney decided to put that in a film. I don't like the top of the dress. Oftentimes I think that's the easiest one, but I think with like the scrunching here, I don't know. It's not executed well. It's not a bad one. I do actually like her. I think she's cute, but something off about this dress. Then we have more main releases. We have 1 and 2 main releases. Sorry. Oh. Sorry. My neighbor's trash. It's windy outside and a pool, did a plastic pool and it scrunched up and it fell out. Sorry. These two are fine. They're neat. They're cute. They have some like mesh that's kind of going everywhere, and that gives kind of that extra ball gowny look, which I think is nice. I think it was executed pretty well. I like how that looks. It gives that detail of Belle's dress that I wanted. And see, they can execute it in ways that don't even have to be like an added scrunchy detail. They also have gloves, which is really nice. I like that. I don't know how many people actually like when they do the gloves because they just look like mittens, but I like when they add a little bit more detail. I also like her face and I like the hair. I think that this is really cute, especially because it looks better than what the other two were doing. Let's go on to Snow Princess. Okay, I don't know why she's called Snow Princess. Maybe it's Glow Princess that I talk to text does not like my accent. I have no clue if it's actually called Snow Princess. I feel like it can't be because there's nothing snow about her. She's fun. I like her face. I like the variety. I like when like these weird dolls like pop up and you're like, Disney did this. I like that she has textured hair. Her dress does look super simple and maybe cheap, but I think that she's cute and definitely a fun one to maybe add to my collection. Then we have, it's just called Long Hair. Okay, so this one is made by that same company that Simba. It's called Simba. Oh my gosh. I could not think of what it was called. It's made by Simba. I use Toy Sisters website and they have a Simba section. And this doll was in it. And I don't think I've ever found stock images of this photo. I'm sure she maybe exists somewhere, but I did add her to my list, even though I didn't add all of the ones that like were not actual dolls, because I was like, I can't prove that they are. But this one looks absolutely gorgeous, does she not? Her dress is so pretty. I want to see how this was executed and see if it's as good as this stock photo on the back of the box suggests it is, because this is really pretty. I did put all of them on my list in hopes that one day I will be fortunate enough to find this doll, just for funsies, because she's really pretty and I want to see how she looks. If somebody knows how she looks, let me know. But there was like maybe Cinderella, Belle, Snow White, and Aurora, maybe? I don't know. Anyways, we have 2009 Belle. You can see oftentimes, if you look at this, the bottom of that dress, they added a bit of scrunch detail and then nothing else. I find that interesting, but I do think that her hair is slightly starting to look a little bit better. They gave her gloves. This is the earliest one, so it should be either one of the worst or one of the best, and I'm not mad at it. I don't think it's bad. I just think like I have too high of expectations for Belle. And then of course we have 2014 Beast. Again, I also think I have pretty high expectations for Beast. I just don't love how he's executed here. He looks like he's either like a Halloween costume or cosplaying. Like they couldn't have made him look any different. Like he's supposed to be like have like a big puffy chest. I don't know. It looks not great. It looks like I found a random Ken to put this on because I didn't have a Beast doll. But they are Disney, so they should have a better Beast doll. But I don't really think any of them are executed super well, but we'll continue and we'll see if we can find one, okay? I think I'm going to end it here and we will continue into the next part. Yeah, I'm Akta. Thanks for watching and I hope you enjoyed. If you have anything like you think that I dolls should be switched up or dolls should be put higher or lower, let me know. But yeah, I'm Akta. Thanks for watching and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!